Here's a little quick tip for those that need it. Wet sanding clear. This is already in 1500. This car is not. This is just driver quality. Anyway, in between grits and before you start, guide coat. You can't sand something with 1000 grit and then jump up to 15 or 2000 and sand it and expect to get all the 1000 grit scratches out. You start buffing it later and you see scratches, you go back and you chase them. It's a big mess. Merca, not 3M, it doesn't work for this as good. So yeah, this is in 1500 right now. This is hard to do one-handed. But anyway, I'll just do a spot to show you. You want to get this on there so it's good and solid black. You do that to start with. You can do it when it's shiny still. You see how that looks. That way you can know when you start with 600, 800, 1000 grit, whatever you're starting with, you guide coat it first so you know you get all the texture out you're trying to get out. And then after you do that, you guide coat it in between grits. So then you start sanding. I'm going from 15 here to 2000. You can see it in there. You see I got some scratches here. When you see no scratches, you know there's not any 1500 scratches grit left in there that are going to start showing up when you're buffing it. That's the only way to know for sure that you get all your scratches out before you move on to the next grit. What's the point of going up to 3000 after this 2000? There's still 1000 grit scratches left behind. Those aren't going to come out. So anyway, dry guide coat in between sanding grits. Also, do everything by hand. I'll use the DA with the 3000 and 8000. Sometimes I do the 3000 by hand. Seems to work better. But anytime you introduce something that's going in circles, you can get pigtail scratches, whether it's a piece of dirt that gets caught in it, you know, a piece of dirt falling off your clothes when you're doing it. It's just when you're doing it by hand, you can hear when the dirt shows up. But so anyway, I'll show you how it works over here too, on the part that hadn't been sanded. It's the same thing. You can see it's not gone yet. You keep sanding, you can see the peel go away. Like I said, this is just a nice job on this one, not a show car. So if it was, I'd be hard blocking this with plexiglass or acrylic and starting with 600 or 800 grit. But this one, basically I'm just knocking a little of the peel down, so I started with 1500. that's it. That's the lesson for the day. Actually forever, since I don't do these videos, but dry guide coat in between sanding grits.